Every single time I voluntarily use this phone today, I have to do 5 push-ups. Let's get into details here. Every single time I press the home button, I say, hey Siri, any other thing like that, I have to do 5 push-ups. Those are the rules. If I get a call from somebody, I have to do 5 push-ups after I get the call. Same thing if I want to go change music, I have to do 5 push-ups. I'm gonna be way more productive, I predict, but we'll see in the long run what's gonna happen.
So in the morning, it was actually really relaxing to not use my phone. It almost gave me time to mentally breathe before I started stimulating it with information, but it didn't take long before I needed to use it again.
My phone screen accidentally shut off, so now I'm forced to do 5 more push-ups because bills I need to pay.
Alright, so the first thing I started to notice really quickly was that I became a lot more productive with my time. And I ended up paying the bills that needed to be paid. I ended up sweeping the house, going outside. I ended up doing a lot of the things I typically wouldn't attend to if I was probably on my phone or even had a phone with me at the moment. I ended up cleaning the stove. I ended up doing the dishes. Just stuff around the house that I don't think would have been met if I was interacting with the digital realm rather than entering kind of the reality of where I live and I actually function. And that made a huge difference for me. I just felt happier and just more fulfilled for some weird reason.
All I wanted to do was just play some music. Alright, here's an update. I've just been realizing I've been a lot more productive. I'm doing stuff like cleaning stuff around the house that normally I wouldn't clean probably if I was distracted on my phone. I actually did the dishes. I haven't done those in 3 days. I'm just a lot more productive with my time because I'm not being distracted from the needs that need to be met outside of the phone with my phone, if that makes any sense. I haven't cleaned up this much crap around my apartment in this long. It has been a long time since I've cleaned up this much crap at my apartment. It's only been 3 hours since I woke up, so I'm gonna probably need more time to see what the effects are of not using the phone on me. Little does my friend know how much work I am actually putting in to contact him today. I hope he has some appreciation. Who? No, wrong number, bud. Sorry. No, not even close. Take care, man. Costing me 5 push-ups, but it's okay. Take care. Been 4 or 5 hours since I woke up. I've noticed that I've been so much more productive today than I normally would have been. I'm knocking stuff out with my car. I'm just crushing it right now. I'm due 20 push-ups because while I was inside Napa Auto Parts, I had this irresistible urge to just open it up and see who texted me. Now I'm due 20 push-ups or so. 4, 5, 6.
But when I actually did need to use my phone, I ended up using it for the purposes that met what the outside world away from the phone was demanding of me. For example, I had to go fix my car, so I had to go look up videos of how to fix my car, what parts I needed. There were times when I needed to do push-ups in the middle of me fixing my car because I needed my phone for a flashlight. But I was never really necessarily using my phone just for entertainment purposes. It was usually just to make a call to somebody or something like that. But I never ended up using my phone almost at all for any amusement purposes.
Alrighty guys, so it's been approximately 2 days after the challenge, and here are some of the biggest things that I'm able to take away from the challenge that I did was productivity. The first thing that I noticed is I was way more productive because it was way more grounded in the present reality. And that made me inclined with that more social, not pulling up my phone when I'm in a crowd or something like that. I was eager to actually interact with the crowd because it was the next thing up from looking at a phone almost. And then the second thing, it almost comes hand in hand with being social and productivity, is there were way more opportunities for me. Way more opportunities arise for me to hang out with this guy. Sooner or later, I'm hey, this guy would have been my friend. A lot sooner if I wasn't using my phone in the past every single time I went to this function. And then on top of that, I would probably just say in general, it just made me feel a lot happier, and I'm not exactly where that was coming from. It kind of makes sense to me because I don't really necessarily feel like we're meant to use our phone hours a day looking at pixels on a screen. But I also just feel like the very last one is a very general thing as well, but it just helped me live more of like an active lifestyle. I was going out, I was running, I was going outside and meeting people who were walking their dogs, for example. I was fixing my car, I was running into issues here and there, which is a sign I'm living an active life. So I honestly just felt like life just felt a little bit more full to me than it normally would, if that makes any sense. Those are the ways it personally affected me. I'm definitely going to continue some of those after experiencing that one day where I had to do 5 push-ups before I used my phone. There are some things that I just don't want to go back on because they were too good. But in total, I did 210 push-ups. So I used my phone 42 times in that given day. I highly recommend giving it a shot. And I've said it before and I say it again, it just created enough friction for me to really consider whether or not I wanted to use my phone. That's all that the 5 push-ups was doing. You place another form of friction between you and your bad habit. Maybe that's just picking up your phone while you're eating and looking at social media, and it can get you really far, just adding a little bit of friction. Maybe it's deleting Instagram when you get off Instagram. It's deleting TikTok when you get off TikTok. That's one that I used to do for a long time because I spent a lot of time on that. But that wraps up the video.